Praise be to God. Today we are going to meditate Psalm 4. Psalm 4 was written by King David under the same circumstances in which he wrote Psalm 3, but this time the intensity of danger he faced for his life was reduced because Absalom failed to capitalize on his initial advantage. By this time, David recruited and mobilized troops and also devised a strategy to wage war against Absalom. The last verse says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." Based upon this verse, researchers say this psalm was written by King David in a night before he went to sleep. Verse 1 says, "Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer." David requests God for deliverance. The next verse says, "How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods?" False gods is a wrong translation. The correct translation is falsehood. When things go wrong, people find all kinds of faults with us. But when things change and if there is a success, people stop speaking all kinds of falsehood. Same thing happened in the life of David. David wanted deliverance so that all falsehood spoken against him would stop. The next verse says, "Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him." In these words, David indicates his personal godliness. Godly person is a person who is separated from the world and fully depends on God for guidance. In the same way, David fully relies and depends on God for guidance and his deliverance. Next verse says, "Tremble and do not sin when you are on your beds. Search your hearts and be silent." David is going to wage war against his beloved son. People were angry with Absalom. They were speaking all kinds of things against him, but David appeals to them to be calm and not to sin in their anger. Next verse says, "Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and to trust in the Lord." Sacrifices are given for two reasons. One is a sacrifice given by a righteous person, and another is a sacrifice is given by a sinner. King David says to give righteous sacrifice. Righteous sacrifice is given by a righteous person in a happy moments. King David foresees the happy moments and also says this to boost the morale of his people. The next verse says, "Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Let the light of your face shine on us." David was a spiritual giant. He achieved the things impossible. He killed lion, bear with the pebbles, and also defeated Goliath in the same way. But the people with him wanted to see things happen rather than simply believe. So David asked God to deliver them. The next verse says, Fill my heart with joy when their grain and new wine abound. David was about to celebrate the harvest festival with the Israelites, but he had to run away, fearing his life, fear for his life. So David desperately wanted to return and celebrate that harvest festival with his people, where the baskets were filled with new grains and the jars were overflowing with new wine. In the next verse, that is the last verse, says, in peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Though still the future of King David was at stake, but still he had the inner peace. In the same way, many things bother us. We still are worried about our future. But when we trust God as King David did, we will have the same inner peace. Thank you.